absence hasn't been because he's been scared. It's been injuries, man. It's been injuries. That's it. You know,
Batman boxing talk.
Batman, is it?
Batman.
Okay,
It's
Batman.
three of us.
Okay.
We ain't one. We ain't Frankie.
It's
Batman.
me. No. As a matter of fact, if it was anybody, it'd be you.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah, everybody be like Batman. I'm like, look, it's all of us for real.
But
I'm
you
the
want
me.
to be, but you be the one to be
From
in the
the
comments
from,
and be, and everything else. So Batman boxing talk, man.
We back.
We back, and we
Thurman.
Thurman, Barrios, both of them coming off of losses.
Damn, I keep forgetting. I'm about to say, damn, keep coming, but I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
last fight was
Manny Pacquiao, like 2 years ago.
Damn.
No, 3.
That was 19.
Yeah, so
19.
20.
Well,
Yeah, 20.
well,
You're right.
19 of June. Well, yeah.
No,
June
just
19.
No, July.
It was July.
Because I watched it in Disney World. July when I took my daughter.
All right.
Yeah.
So who y'all got? Y'all can put the comments in, but we gonna talk about who we got, and I'm totally confused. I don't know.
I can't
Honestly, even though Barrios lost at 140 to Lil Tank Davis,
Tank Davis.
Yeah, I still can't pick which one.
Bro, I can't even give it an assessment.
Yeah, because Keith is, but you know what? Keith did fight good in the second half of that Manny fight. Like you said, Keith showed the true motherfucking professionalism. I think you said it on the show. The ability to, when you get hurt, to pull your mouthpiece out so you can get air.
Smart.
That's
one thing I always give Keith. That motherfucker smart, bro.
That motherfucker know boxing. He knows
smart.
boxing. And you got to realize the reason why Keith hasn't been fighting as much is not because he doesn't want to.
Right.
He's been suffering from a lot of injuries.
He's injury prone.
Yeah, he's injury prone. And I don't know how together he is at like 32, 33 years old. Yeah. Shit, even though,
he might be older than that.
Yeah, he might be older than that.
So he and Danny and Sean, he might be 34.
Yeah.
But I think Keith, and I'm hoping that Earl is not the same because it's starting to look like it. As far as being injury prone, it's like every time you thinking we about to get, oh damn, it's another injury. So hopefully Earl can pull through after this Ugas fight and can finish out his career without any injury free. But back to Thurman. I don't even know what to assess. Like I can't go look at what he looked like against Manny 3 years and give an honest assessment because I don't even think I don't know where to assess him.
But that's the only assessment we can make though. Is based off of what we saw last time they were in the ring.
But that's like me trying to take the Danny Garcia fight against Brandon Rios and make an assessment on if he never. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. Because he looked damn good against Brandon Rios. So, but I'm lost. I'm stuck on that one because, like I said, I think for me, I feel like a lot of these PBC fighters, and like I said in the previous show with Jamal Charlo and Canelo, and in the show before that with Gary Russell, I feel like these PBC fighters are not losing because they're not good. I think inactivity is what's beating them because in order to stay sharp, you have to stay in the ring. And a lot of these fighters, when the fight is over, these dudes go bullshit. They go, you know what I'm saying? Ride their cars through the motherfucking mud and have fun. And a lot of them don't stay sharp in between. So then when they finally get back into camp, even if you in shape, you still not in fight shape. You still rusty. And then on top of that, you don't have that ring experience. It's nothing like, I remember, I used to run suicides all day. It didn't matter how much shape I was in suicide-wise. Being in the game was different because
basketball shape
it's different. You know what I'm saying? So even though it's the same with Gary Russell in the gym all the time. But being accurate, being all of that shit is contingent upon doing it consistently and at the level that you would be doing it consistently on. And I think that's what's going to be a lot of these fighters. So even though Mario Barrios lost, Mario Barrios been active. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, we don't know.
Wait a minute, has he fought since the Tank fight?
But
but the Tank fight was June.
Yeah.
It was 7-8 months ago. opposed to 3 years ago.
2019. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I can't really dispute anything you said. It's just like, fight shape is different. Yeah. I think that's one thing that I was saying about when Canelo fought me, you and Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? He's fight sharp. Yeah. People may not look. Casual fans might not know what that means, but I think you gave a good analogy of it as far as basketball shape. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You could be in the gym. I could be practice everything. But game shape is different. It's just different. Yep. It's a different type of thing. Like Alex, you're a football man. Nothing simulates the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All practice, but the game. You could be sitting there practicing. I'm coming off an injury, and I'll be back in week 5 and all that, and you practicing with the team, but you haven't taken them hits.
That's gonna take you 3 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah. And a lot of these fighters, because like you said, Brandon, when they get their paycheck and they out partying and all of that other things. A lot of the reasons why a lot of y'all got beat by Floyd Mayweather is because Floyd Mayweather stayed in the gym.
And even though he fought
after fights, two times a year,
consistent with those fight. 2 times a year.
Every fighter that went down there to Vegas and trained with him said he's different. This man, look, first of all, he go into the club, you think he partying with you, but then he leave, he put on his sneakers and jog 5 miles.
Put on his boots.
Yeah,
put on his Timbs.
Yeah, put on and jog 5 miles. Who doing that? Nobody was doing that. Like I said, and then a lot of y'all don't even stay in the gym if y'all don't have a fight. I mean, I even heard Earl Smith say that, I wasn't going in the gym. If I ain't got no fight lined up, a lot of fights which, sustained him for so many years because he stayed in the gym.
He'd have been rusty.
He'd have been rusty as hell if he didn't stay in the gym. He would when fighters, that's what they live for. Like Canelo say, boxing, without boxing, no life. Boxing, no life. Therefore, he's always in the gym.
Look at Jamal Charlo's Instagram page, and then look at Canelo Alvarez's Instagram page. So, you'll see, want to be a rapper, want to be a celebrity, here, there, in the club, everywhere, and you go to Canelo shit, and you might everything boxing. Working on this, working on that, working on this. Where you might every now and then you might see a picture of him playing golf. Then it's like he lives the shit the same way Floyd lived the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why those guys are so that they're at the level that they are, because where we allow those little lapses, them motherfuckers not having those lapses.
It's crazy. You say that I watched a documentary on Tony Romo, and of course, when he started, average quarterback had little things, but I mean, you could see the levels as he went up the levels, and as he said, he had a problem throwing the football. He didn't like how he threw the football, so he threw the ball 100 times a day, every day, till he got that form.
And, look at the Curry, the motherfucker shoot 2. Gilbert Arenas, bro. Gilbert Arenas would be at the MCI. It was MCI Center at the time.
Right.
Shooting 5,000 shots a day. And that don't include the practice. That's his own outside of practice personal time. Fucking Gilbert Arenas beat Deshaun Stevenson in a 3-point contest with one hand. These niggas, they are different because they put that work in. Yeah, exactly. When motherfuckers leave and Kobe's still there working on fucking 6 pump fakes, that's why he's fucking Kobe, because he putting that work in when y'all niggas decide to leave.
When, like I said, when Kobe's mobility was going, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, like his quickness flash to the basket. He went and got Akeem Olajuwon, a center, to work on his footwork. These people are different. Yeah. The reason why, you think it's a lot of you would think it's just luck or lucky shots that Canelo be catching these motherfuckers with, and the shit that he be seeing. He sees it all because he practices this shit. It's religion to him.
Yeah. If you look at how Canelo train, he trains the same way he fight. Hunt you down, slip, boom, dodge a jab, counter, boom, dodge a jab, boom. That's how he trained. So when he get in the fight and he doing this shit, it ain't by accident. It's the shit he been working on for the past 10 months.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then The niggas, oh, he fighting bums. Okay, so what? He took a yield from in between. He's staying sharp.
And like you said, look, and that's where we sit there and we miss. Because even back in the day, Alan, even before our time, when they fought hundreds of fights in their career, right? Everybody wasn't killers.
Yeah.
But they would stay sharp fights. You know, that's what they called them, stay sharp fights. Look, if I knock this motherfucker out in the first round, what am I fighting 3 months for? No, I'm fighting in 2 weeks. When Tyson first did shit, Tyson fought 3 times in 1 month before. You know what I'm saying?
Because he was getting them out of there so fast. So he ain't really. Yeah. You have to fight. Yep. You have to have rounds under your belt to be that good, bro. And like you got to get your ass whooped in sparring to be that good. Because in order to understand all levels of boxing, you have to be put in those situations. And that's why a lot of times when people say David Benavidez versus or Jerron Ennett versus Bud Crawford, allow these guys to experience certain moments first before you try to put them in there with these guys who already know how to deal with those moments. Like I said before, we don't know what Jerron, and I'm you know me, I'm between Shakur and Jerron. Those are my 2 favorite fighters, and Antoine Russell. Those are my guys for the future. So this is a fan of theirs telling you, let those guys develop first. Even I know Jerron Ennis say he got enough experience yet, but you ain't been in there with the Terrence Crawford's under the lights. Yeah, that's what Floyd say. You can do whatever in sparring, but under them lights, he different.
Yeah, Floyd said I'm undefeated under those lights.
Under them lights, he different.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he was, and like I said, you know, shit. You don't get a lot. You don't get a lot of footage of Floyd's, sparring sessions or whatever. But I mean, it's been said that when Floyd come in the camp, even though he stayed in shape, but when he started, sparring or whatever, there's been a lot of fighters who got the best of Floyd. But by the end of camp, nobody's getting the best of Floyd.
It's no different than this, right? Remember we had that conversation about the riding the bike, and you go on the bike if you haven't been in the gym. And you go get on the bike, the treadmill, whatever the fuck you want to get on that has something to do with cardio or anything, weights, whatever. Your first day lifting ain't gonna be like your last day lifting.
Oh hell no.
Your first day on that bike ain't gonna be like your last day on that bike.
Yeah, that's true.
So it makes sense. When I wake up in the morning. And you wake up in the morning, you think you just jump up and you ready to go? Hell nah, you toss, you turn, you gotta creak, you gotta get shit together. And then, by the time...
I'm old, so I really gotta get shit together.
Yeah, that's
leg work before
it makes sense.
What about this one?
And that's why it makes sense for those guys to not put so much stock in sparring, because if you the new up and coming fighter and you gotta fight in 2 days, and I'm just starting training camp and I'm Floyd, and I bring you in to help me work, you damn near fight ready.
Exactly. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I just got the fuck up off the couch and decided, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. So all of that shit matters. That's why this person beat that person in the gym. Devin Haney, who cares, bro? Under the shit, Chop used to give Floyd work. And not Chop, Lamont Peterson used to give Floyd work in sparring.
Yeah, I heard.
He couldn't beat him under no fucking lights.
Yeah, I heard. I heard he gave Floyd the business.
Can't beat him under no lights.
But I mean, we saying all that to say, Keith Thurman is coming in camp and been getting his ass beat. He been getting knocked back into shape. But that's Keith Thurman coming off an injury. That's why I really can't call it, because like I said, Mario.
I'm not down with Keith.
And Terrence Crawford's another one that stays in the gym too.
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford. That's why Terrence Crawford. Yeah, that's why he's sharp. That's why he is who he is right now, because Terrence Crawford. That's what he he eat, sleeps, and shits boxing.
He helping train him in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shows you how much the motherfucker love it. Yep. So when people say, "Oh," like they said that Crawford might move up to fight Charlo. I don't like it. Like I said, we talked about the last speculation only because. Yeah. But they say Crawford might move to fight Charlo. Crawford don't got a chance. Man, y'all motherfuckers tripping.
Yep, y'all tripping. Charlo said leave me alone.
Y'all motherfuckers tripping, man.
Y'all motherfuckers sitting there. Y'all camping for Charlo. I ain't gonna say camping because that's a little thing for lying. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, y'all sitting there going to bat for Charlo, and Charlo told Crawford, leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. Look, I got this
fight next month. The Kasama
So I
fight.
think they moved it. I think
Did they move
like
it?
April. Or
Oh
something.
shit,
That's good. That's one of the ones that I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to
I
see.
think
I think
Charlo
Charlo
will
gonna come back
maybe.
and beat that ass though.
But I'm gonna say this to say this. I'm not doubting Keith, man, because as much shit as people talk about Keith ain't never been beaten convincingly.
No, yeah.
Because even that Manny Pacquiao fight
Mm-hmm.
could have went either way.
Yep.
But of course, Manny being Manny,
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10 he gonna get the nod. And like I said, you can't cry over close fights, close
Yeah.
decisions that don't go your way.
Hopefully
So
Keith,
I'm riding with soft body Keith.
hopefully he done done something to help his body
Sometime
out.
Thurman.
Because the
I
Manny
wanna keep
Pacquiao
doing.
fight was one fight,
Actually,
but
I
hell, what's his name hurt him to the body? Lopez.
Yeah.
He
And
hurt
that's
his
what it
body.
scares me also.
But he been
'cause
hurt
I
a lot
mean,
of times
yeah,
to the
because
body.
I think
But I don't see that nothing from Mario. Barrios is making me believe that, man.
I don't know.
I'm
I think he
going
go to the
with
body though.
Keith.
I'm going with Keith because Barrios.
Keith gonna stop Mario.
I
I'm
think
putting
he
it out
might.
there.
Yeah, he might.
I'm putting it out
He
there.
might.
Keith Thurman. Keith, sometime Thurman is gonna be one time that night.
One time.
I'm
ain't
putting it
one
out
time
there.
No more.
I'm putting it out
Say
there.
one time ain't no
One
time.
time. One time ain't one time.
Look,
No
one the sun
So you going
shines
with Barrio?
on a dog's
No.
ass. Nah, take the underdog.
more. No, I mean, the thing is, again, politics plays a part, and Terrence Crawford has nowhere to go but Keith Thurman. So you want to see a fight?
But they talking about Keith
Yeah, but
Thurman
if
and
he
Earl
waits-
Spence too.
If he waits for Thurman, he might as well just. This I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave this shit alone. I don't want to talk about this shit no more because if I don't feel like we ever gonna get this fight,
Yeah.
and I don't want to keep getting my hopes up.
Right.
Crawford is going to have to concede something.
Something. Exactly.
Something.
Something.
And my thing is, it's like I said about the Charlos and
Mhm.
all of these guys that want to fight Canelo. Do you want to fight Earl or Canelo because you genuinely believe you can win? Or do you want to fight him because you know that you can set yourself for life financially and it's a win-win situation?
Yeah.
If you want to fight him because you believe he can win,
Mhm.
look at everything. 1 belt, 3 belts. In the welterweight division,
Mhm.
Earl has done total over 1 million buys
Mhm.
with his 3 pay-per-views, and we're going to be working on the 4th.
Mhm.
Bud has done just under 400,000 pay-per-view buys with his
Mhm.
pay-per-views. The proof is really in the pudding, bro. It's not about your accolades or what you did. It's about what you bring to the table financially. And Bud is talented and as good as you are, and you are that, motherfucker. You have to concede if you really want that fight. And I'm going to go as far as to say, Earl Spence, if you really want that fight, you're going to have to concede something.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers need to go sit in a room, and I don't give a fuck what the percentage is.
Mhm.
If it's 45-55 to Earl this first fight, and then the winner gets 60-40, I don't give a fuck in the rematch. But the only way this fight is going to be made is if both of you guys really want the fight, and if you both do, y'all both going to have to concede something.
That's true. Bottom line. And, I'm never one to tell a fighter, what they worth or what they should do. But like you said, if you really want to fight, that's just what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to negotiate and you're going to have to do something because it is, I don't like to get into the whole politics because I want to see the fucking fight.
Yeah, I don't care, but I'm just putting it out there.
But no,
Because I need y'all
honestly,
niggas to see this shit.
it's because, like you said, the fights are not going to happen because of this shit.
Yeah.
Look, if like you said, they need to sit down together. Damn it, do we want to make this fight? Do we want to make this legacy fight that everybody said that they want to see? Do we want to make it? Like I said, then people got to see. Earl, you can't be stuck on, I got 3 belts, 70-30. And Crawford, if he's saying, if you can't be stuck on 50-50 if you're looking at the numbers and how many belts he's bringing in.
Yeah.
On that alone, on those 2 facts alone, that this man is bringing in 3 belts, even without the pay-per-view numbers. You know what I'm saying? That alone, it just...
Only reason why I use the pay-per-view.
No, but the pay-per-view numbers actually
most
the biggest
important
is the
thing,
most
right.
important thing because you have shown that I consistently do more numbers than
Right.
you on a pay-per-view thing. Without
I
you,
feel like I should benefit, from what I bring to the table.
What I bring from the table.
Not only that, Earl got gate shit because he's been able to put 50,000 in Dallas Stadium.
And it's not your.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Terrence, that you was with Bob Burnham and that motherfucker put you on the app.
I'm just so tired of talking about this fucking fight. Like, that's the problem. Like, I'm tired of talking about this shit.
Look, no, you gotta stream it from your phone on Google and then put it on the TV and then change the channel to channel 5.
Can I ask you a question?
At 8 o'clock.
Can I ask you a question? Is Anthony Joshua on the zone?
Yes.
Was Canelo on the zone?
Yes.
Did motherfuckers find a way?
Yeah.
All right. So it's not the app. It's the fact that Bob Arum did not do his job promoting.
No. He did. But Terrence Crawford even came out and said a lot of people came to him and was like, "This man, I don't know how to, get this shit from my phone to my TV." But the Zone have an app for TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I did it. Though I just went on the ESPN app, but a lot of people don't have smart TVs.
Yeah, but get a Fire Stick. But what I'm saying is,
look, motherfucker, you want to fight? You got a Fire Stick?
$20.
I can't afford a Fire Stick. Well, go to a goddamn like you said, go to some place where they showing the shit. Pay $20 to go in.
Like I said, it's not Earl's fault.
It's not.
Like I said about the Gary Russell, I try to keep it as consistent as possible.
Yeah, it's not Earl's fault.
Just like it's not Mark Maceo's fault that Gary Russell went in the fight with an injury. He did what he was supposed to do.
Let me ask a question though. Earl Spence is Al Heyman, so he can go wherever he wants. As far as for this fight to be made, because like I said,
no, he can't go wherever.
No,
Earl Spence is one of the few. On Fox.
Yeah,
he's Showtime on Fox. He's one of the few.
Showtime. I think he's just on Fox.
I think he might have. Yeah, Fox. Fox and Fox pay-per-view. Yeah,
then because of that, there's a chance that we might not see this fight.
But this is my thing. This is
why Terrence Crawford can go anywhere.
This is why I want to talk to them because I know if I got the opportunity to be, because win, lose, or draw, you motherfuckers are going in history. You look at the love Tommy Hearns get. He lost against Ray Leonard in that undisputed bout. But you two motherfuckers got the opportunity to go into probably the most anticipated.
What's going on?
The most anticipated bout, of course, since Wilder Joshua. But both of you motherfuckers are still undefeated.
But you just made a good point. Because Deontay Wilder, even though he lost, got a lot of love after that fight.
But the thing is, you're going to get love as long as you go in there and give it your all.
That's it.
And my thing is, it's like I told my uncle. I don't, if I'm fighting, don't give me no bullshit. Put me in there against the best motherfucker, and if I lose, I lose. But at least I know. I don't want to be like Rocky, fucking trainer tell me I'm some shit later on. Here I am thinking I'm the best motherfucker walking, and you've been loading me up with bombs.
Yeah. Nigga, did you say Rocky?
I'm just saying, you use context from stuff. You use context from stuff that you've already seen before. And Rocky is one of the most talked about boxing movies of all time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So everybody knows the quotes from boxing. You can't win. Why you can't win? Because you've been fighting bombs. They've been loading up bombs for you. So put me in there with the best. And if I lose, I lose.
They need to fight, man. I mean, like you said, two. And I mean, even like I said, not since Ray and Hearns has there been a fight like that at welterweight. But even then, Ray had one loss.
Right.
These two are undefeated.
Yeah, these two undefeated.
Undefeated champions.
De La Hoya Trinidad.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. De La Hoya Trinidad.
Yeah, but even that one, I don't think
it was as anticipated.
It didn't live up to
it wasn't as anticipated because that fight didn't take as long as people thought it would take. Because De La Hoya fought every damn body. People weren't thinking that De La Hoya was going to fight him when he was knocking motherfuckers out. Wrong answer.
Well, De La Hoya wasn't scared of him.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think neither one of these motherfuckers scared of each other, bro.
Yeah,
but y'all got the opportunity to make 3.
But that was Don King
fights.
and
Bob
Arum working together.
Yeah.
Because one of the things Brandon said is that it wasn't the network deals back then. See, promoters work together to make big fights. Because look, we could split shit, but when you talking about, like you say, Fox, or you talking about, let's just go Showtime, HBO, right? They be like this, well, motherfucker, we don't
Yeah.
just look. We ain't just gonna give you the fight, and this big ass fight, and not get no take off.
Money from it too.
Yeah, we want to get money.
You
too.
work at motherfucking Burger King, you the best burger flipper in the world, and I work at motherfucking McDonald's, and I'm the best burger flipper in the world. You think we go to a motherfucking burger competition? McDonald's don't want to cut, and that you think Wendy's gonna say, "No, we gonna send our best motherfucker over there and let him make all the money for McDonald's"? Fuck no, they want they cut too.
They want their cut. I just hope that y'all. I hope the fight, like I said, which I am.
And it's cutting it close. I'm here to say this shit. Y'all motherfuckers are getting old.
Yeah,
especially Bud.
Yeah.
So at this, man, just make the fucking fight, bro.
If it ain't, and Earl Spencer's saying the right thing. Look, after this, he ain't talking about he don't want even though they hollering to keep Thurman shit. He don't want to keep Thurman. He said he wants Bud.
It ain't no point. What the fuck am I fighting Keith Thurman for? At this point,
because
they
if
need
Keith
to be
Thurman
on
knockout Barrios,
the road to undisputed.
Or if you come across this camera, oh my god! Sorry, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. You good.
I'm so sorry.
But I just man, y'all really need to sit down. Fuck with the thing is, this is the thing. Y'all got all of these different media people, all of these different people that's trying to put their nose in the business. You two motherfuckers, y'all got each other number. Go sit the fuck down at Starbucks or wherever the fuck y'all sitting down at. And talk this shit out and figure this shit out.
Y'all think y'all going too far.
Just
it's going to happen. I'm going to tell you why.
Floyd and Manny met in the goddamn hotel
after the game.
After the game.
Earl Spence has been consistent with what he said.
Listen to what I'm saying, Alan. It doesn't matter how consistent Earl Spence is. If Earl Spence is saying 70-30 after Ugas, Bud is not going to take that. It don't matter how consistent he is.
Have you heard that come out of Earl Spence's mouth?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, well, that's something different.
Exactly, which is why I'm saying.
Well, and then again, you're supposed to negotiate before the negotiation. So
and like I said, as long as everybody else's knows, every YouTube channel is giving what they believe, and instead of these guys going to talk to each other, that's how a lot of fucking fights started in school.
Yeah.
You know, Alan said, you know, and then now I'm trying to fight you over some shit. Alan said, meanwhile, you ain't even say that shit. Now we out here rumbling for some shit that ain't even happened.
Yeah.
You two motherfuckers go talk to each other. Y'all motherfuckers live a city, a state away from each other. 2 states away from each other. Go sit y'all ass for y'all can afford to fly and go sit in fucking Vegas hotel.
Let me ask y'all something.
Y'all got each other's number,
but
man.
Let me ask y'all something. From the person that you see Earl Spence as, and him over the years hearing that you not the best welterweight because of Terrence Crawford. Y'all don't think he just want to beat Terrence Crawford ass?
That's not the point.
I see what y'all saying, but I'm telling you, the fight's going to happen. It's just when it happens.
Well, guess what?
Yeah,
when it happens, I don't want to see it after. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, to be honest with you. If it don't happen in 2022, I'm not even interested in it no more, to be honest with you.
Didn't you say that shit? How long did you say that shit with Floyd and Pacquiao?
I don't know.
And it was past this day.
It was weak.
It was weak. It was past this day.
But and on top of that, I knew Floyd was going to beat Manny Pacquiao. There wasn't a doubt in my mind. I don't know who's going to win this fight anymore. Because Earl has had an accident. When I initially thought Earl would win, I was looking at, 2 years ago, a smaller Crawford trying to grow into the 47-pound division and a dominant Earl Spence with no injuries. Now I'm looking at a filled-out Terrence Crawford and a not so 100% Earl Spence. I don't know who's going to win the fight now. So now I want to see it because I'm tired of looking at fights where I'm going into it like, oh, okay, well, you know who's going to win this shit. It defeats the purpose of watching the fucking fight.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's boxing used to be competitive, and they need to bring that back. And this is one of the most competitive fights you're going to see.
And even though we're a YouTube channel, I'm going to say this. This shit has been the worst thing that could have happened to boxing. The fact that anybody can hop on a camera and give their opinion and grow a fan base and have a nation of motherfuckers following what they say can deter a fucking fight. And that's sad. Because if I want to fight Bud, and like I said, I don't know, it keep coming back to Canelo. Canelo got a guaranteed $3 million against Floyd. He didn't sit around and cry and beg for 20, 12. He didn't do that. He got a guaranteed $3 million with back end money.
Floyd gave up gave De La Hoya everything he wanted.
Floyd gave him everything he wanted. Floyd took a 30% cut in the De La Hoya fight. He wore the gloves that De La Hoya told him to wear. He weighed in at 54. You have to concede.
Okay, but two fighters that had the confidence to go into that fight thinking, I'm going to beat this nigga ass. So with that being said,
I truly believe that Bud Crawford feel like I'm going to beat Earl ass.
No, I
I
think
truly
that both
believe
ways.
that Earl Spence feel like I'm going to whoop his ass.
Okay, both ways. But, okay, let's go back to Jamal Charlo. I don't think Jamal Charlo goes into that fight thinking, I'm going to beat Canelo's ass.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's why he want to get $20 million because he don't feel like he don't whoop his ass.
Exactly.
My point exactly.
Because you wouldn't have turned down the first offer if you thought you was gonna whoop his ass. Because look, you would take any amount of money if you knowing that Canelo is the bigger star and you beating him is going to propel you. I don't give a fuck if you paying me $1 million. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna beat your ass.
And then
you're gonna want a rematch, right? And I'm gonna tax you on the second,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I'm gonna beat your ass again. See, but when you don't have that, like you said, when you thinking about this is it, because another thing, based on what you said, as far as this being like, you know, one of the worst things, when you have a fan base and you have a whole bunch of fans that listen to, you know, people like us give our opinion, and that's all it is. Just, I mean, the fact that we do have, look, that we decided to put it on camera gives us a look, you know, I think that, you know, gives us a little credibility. Like, look, we're going to put our opinions out there.
I think everything I say right, so I don't say no.
But stop that bullshit. You do think that shit.
Yeah, right. He tells the truth. But anyway, but look, and you know, and other people feel that way or feel differently about it. Everybody's opinion, that doesn't make, just because we're in front of the in front of the camera, that doesn't make our opinion right or wrong. Right. But when you have a whole nation of people that sit there and said that this man has ducked you and ran from you, and everybody, including even like Mike Tyson, you gotta fight, you know, like Jamal Charlo and all that. When everybody buys into that shit, and now this motherfucker's knocking on your door. See, it's easy to call his name
when you don't think he looking.
When you don't think he looking. Or when this motherfucker say, look, I am going to unify the 168-pound division. Yeah. Oh, Canelo, why don't you come down to 160? Yeah. Why don't you fight me there? Look, it's easy when he say he gonna do something and he doing that. But then when this motherfucker knocking on your door and they like, who is it? Oh, that's Canelo. Motherfucker start whispering in.
Is that fight taking place?
Look, he tell Jamel. He say, Jamel, answer the door.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you answer the fucking door? No, that's Canelo.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you an even better analogy, right? Motherfuckers thought it was sweet when they went in that mirror and yelled Candyman for 4 times. But when that 5th time came and that motherfucker popped up and the bees came on that motherfucking vent, shit got real. Shit got real.
Shit got real.
And guess what? Candyman is here.
Exactly.
Time to pay the piper.
Yep. You look, motherfucker told you to get out. Look, you said it 4 times.
They told you to stop.
Your twin came and got you. Come on, man. You know you said this shit before.
I told you to stop.
So, with this speculation, there will be no cruiserweight fight.
Well, you know, what's the name fight this weekend? Macaboo.
And that's the reason why they not fighting. Because Canelo's going to go up there
and spank him.
And beat his ass.
And spank him.
But you know what, though? Look, I'm going to say this. Even though, I'm on camera saying that I ain't never heard of motherfucker before Canelo. But look, I'm on camera saying, I don't know who the fuck he is. But he got a title. But look, you got to understand. This motherfucker is, he's 95 pounds? 90? Yeah, he a big motherfucker and he got punching power. Anybody coming up from where Canelo is coming up from, it's a dangerous fight,
and this is my thing, right?
That's what you got to understand.
This is why I get so upset. Because we don't hold people to the same standards, right? So when Jamal Charlo moved up to 160, you know who his first fight was? Sebastian Highland. What the fuck is the problem with Canelo taking a fight to see if he's okay at that weight?
Because, man, it's a title shot. It's a title shot. Who the fuck gets a title shot when they first move up to a division?
A lot of motherfuckers.
Somebody who was a champion at the other division.
Yeah. Bud Crawford moved up and his first fight was Jeff Horn.
Because Jeff Horn had the WBO and he had that down there. When they get to move up, they automatically become like the number one contender for that or the mandatory for that title, whatever they held when they move up.
I mean, like I said, bottom line, I don't want to see Jamal Charlo.
Man, I want to see it, and I want to see it because I'm tired of the narratives. And I'm just like with,
But you act as if after Canelo wins that fight, the narrative still won't go.
All right, we went to Canelo. Hey, look, Keith Thurman.
Yeah. Because
and
it's easy to go back there because he's the best in the world. But go ahead.
Yeah, it is. I mean, because like all analogies eventually
lead back
to like, you know, when we were trying to get you to understand shit, we were like this. Well, you understand. Look, see, we was talking about how Keith Thurman's been off, and he doesn't train all the time. Canelo trains all the time.
Exactly.
Bud Crawford trains all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence had to go get Blu-ray because he don't train all the time.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it ain't much we can say about Keith Thurman, so I'm pretty sure y'all motherfuckers glad we derailed and went somewhere else. Anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
But Keith Thurman, I ain't going against him, man, because as much as they say his tongue fat, no homo, with the fat lips, and they talk shit about him, he got the receding hairline, but the motherfucker can fight. He can say what the fuck they want to say about him.
He can.
Motherfucker can fight.
And like I said, he has a true boxing mind, because how many fighters would have thought, I can't get no air after that body shot, to think to pull their mouthpiece out in their glove.
Yeah. And then slip it back in.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Yeah, to get more air.
Smart,
nobody would have. I mean, a lot of fighters would not have thought of that.
A lot of motherfuckers, that man, Keith. I'm picking Keith. I don't believe in Barrios, especially after Tank whooped his ass.
Yeah, well,
I gave him enough credit in the Tank fight, and he be letting me the fuck down.
Yeah, you did, because you was like, this is gonna be
because like I said,
and little Tank walked him down.
Yeah, he pulled a Canelo on him.
Yeah,
but I mean, shit, that's all we can say about Keith and
we got to see how Barrios do after that, you know, because you were undefeated, now you got stopped. So, you know, Keith is 147 pounds and got cracked. So the minute he hit your ass, are you gonna do something?
And guess what? If you got cranked by Tank,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Barrios is fighting a guy with a name that can boost his career after the Tank loss. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, Thurman has been in there with, like I said, it goes back to that experience.
Yeah.
Manny, Sean, Danny.
Okay.
Like he got
Barrios is fight Sean.
I mean, like I said, to me, that's what makes the fight intriguing, because we don't know what to expect from Thurman, and Barrios has been a little active, even though he lost the Tank. So I think it's going to be a good fight, but I'm just saying, I'm picking Thurman. I can't sit up here and say that Thurman is going to go to decision with Mario after I seen Tank stop him. I can't do that,
especially at a weight that I'm gonna go with Thurman. And I'm really not sure, guys. I'm just saying I'm really not fucking sure, but I'm gonna go with Thurman because, like you said, look, Barrios is coming off a loss at 140 against somebody who came up 2 weight classes to fight him. Yeah. He's never fought at 147, even though he was a big 140. He's never fought at 147.
Hit by somebody. Thurman is a big
like Thurman. Yeah. So I mean, but because of the rust, but I am going with Thurman. That's it. I'm not going.
Thurman going to
stop ordering the fight.
Who?
What?
I got a fire stick for that one. I'm only paying for fights that's worth me paying for.
You ordering the fight?
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Good luck. We can go live. I'll go live from home on my free fire stick. That's the problem. We keep paying. That's one of the issues. We keep paying for these shitty ass fucking fights, and these motherfuckers. We got fucking Luis Ortiz and Charles Martin on pay per view.
That's because PBC can't pay these motherfuckers.
Well, guess what? If they can't pay them, I ain't paying them. Motherfuckers need y'all want to get paid. Put some fucking body in the ring that I want to see. And Thurman and Barrios ain't that.
Wasn't the dude from USC trying to buy the PBC at one time?
Dana White?
Dana White?
I don't know. But Bud versus, Earl versus Ugas, I'll pay for that. That's a fight that's worth paying for.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving them $75 for Keith Thurman versus Barrios.
That's just $75.
I don't know, but I just know that's what the pay-per-views normally be.
It should be $30.
That shit ain't no $30.
I'm telling you what it should be.
If it's $30, I buy. If it's $30, I buy.
No, the other fight was like $30-$40.
Luis Ortiz? That's worth $10.
Yeah, that was.
It should have been worth
that. Yeah,
$3.99. ESPN.
That motherfucker's done too. Luis Ortiz, even though he won that fight, he's done.
Right.
He's done. It's a wrap.
Charles Martin looked so sweet before he got stopped.
I know.
Yeah, the nigga said, "Bob," he said, "What the fuck? What you?" What you hit me for? God damn it!
Wasn't Hellenius on that card?
Yeah, no. Hellenius was on the Wilder card. Who was on? No, it was
Oh no, the knockout sensation right now. The kid coming up.
Baby Anderson. Yeah. I think
the fighter. I'm telling y'all, everybody. I don't give a fuck. You talking about? Let me tell you something, Brandon. You talking about? Goddamn Shakur
Don't say
Stevenson.
him. You leave him out of this equation.
No, I'm talking about you talk about Shakur Stevenson. You talk about Antoine Russell. You talk about Boots Ennis. None of them. All of y'all motherfuckers. I'm looking in the camera right now. Better stay away from Ali Wash.
Batman boxing talk.
Or wait a minute. Or my main motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying?
Isak Cruz.
Little Isak Cruz. That's right. Canelo better stay away from little Isak Cruz.
Batman boxing talk. It's been a pleasure. We out.